What is up, guys? I'm the Senator, and today I'm bringing you another video in my series of videos that is designed to help newer players, climb up the ranks as quickly as possible in Rainbow Six Siege. I think that there are, pretty limited number of resources on YouTube that really, focus on helping beginners, other than videos like, the best operators played it for beginners, or like videos that are like my top 10 tips for beginners. Those videos are great and they're helpful, but there's nothing like a series that is designed specifically for beginners, and so that's what I hope this video series will be. Now, this video is not just for beginners, but for anyone who is really struggling with their aim. They're not hitting their shots, and they're really having a tough time. So I'm going to start out by saying that I am not someone who has amazing aim, but the tips I'm going to share with you, especially as a new player, they will help you improve tremendously. About a year and a half ago, I was stuck in silver, couldn't get out, and it was mostly because I couldn't land my shots at all. And now I've hit plat, and I typically stay, around gold 1 or gold 2. That's where I sit now, and this is from someone who solo queues. About 90% of the time, I am solo queuing. And so, what I want to share with you, what's so important for new players and players who are struggling, is to pay attention to your crosshair placement. Siege is unique in that it's a game where it doesn't matter what weapon you use. If you shoot someone in the head, they are going to die. It doesn't matter if you have a pistol, it doesn't matter if you have a rifle or a bolt action sniper. You shoot somebody in the head, they are going to die. So because of that, the quickest way to get kills is to be aiming at head level. And it takes new players a long time to realize this, because I'll hop into an unranked and see somebody like level 30, and I'll see them aiming at chest level or crotch level, or even some aiming at the ground, because they come from games like Warzone or Apex Legends, where they're always looking for loot. And so that's a habit that you have to break. And a lot of players who maybe over level 100 will still struggle with this. There's a guy over here. It's something that I have to constantly remind myself about. It's something you have to be disciplined about. But I guarantee you, if you start just by trying to make these changes, start trying to be conscious of where you're aiming and making sure to aim at that head level, you'll see a massive improvement in your ability to not only get kills, but to rank up overall. And so how do you get better at this? How do you start implementing this? The best way is to just do what I'm doing, start playing T-Hunt. And that's something that a lot of new players don't want to do, and that's understandable. It can be boring, and as a new player, it may be better for you to play as many games as possible so you can get game sense and map knowledge. But hopping in a T-Hunt for maybe 20 minutes a day would be enough, and especially before you go play a ranked match, you'll be more confident, you'll be hitting more shots, and you can work on things like this, like your crosshair placement. And crosshair placement is a bulk of what you would consider to be aiming. Most people think aiming is just your ability to flick to a target, and that's part of it. But if you just have good crosshair placement, that's about 80 to 90% of your aiming. Most of the kills that you will get will come from just having your crosshairs in the right spot. And I see a lot of people who didn't play T-Hunt whenever they were new to the game because it was boring, and I was one of those people. And then later on, they really want to start getting better at the game, and they start going and they'll play hours and hours of T-Hunt trying to get better. So, I mean, eventually you'll get there if you're serious about playing this game. If you really want to rank up, you'll start doing that. But I understand if you're a new player, you're not really sure if you want to get that deep into this game. That's fine, that's whatever. But, start practicing, start being conscious about where you're aiming. Are you aiming at head level? Like, if someone's going to peek me on this door from the left side, would I be able to kill them instantly? Or am I in a position where I'd have to shoot them 3 times in the chest to kill them, or have to adjust? They have peeker's advantage. I would probably die from this, but if I'm at head level, I have a good shot of winning that gunfight, even if they peek me. So keep that in mind. Also, another thing you need to keep in mind is your efficiency whenever you transition to from point A to point B. And what I mean by that is what a lot of new people will do. They'll be walking around, not aim down sights, and they'll look over here, look over there, not ready for anyone to peek them. If I was like right here, someone peeked the doorway, there's no way I would be able to land my shots. I could maybe hit fire and get a lucky headshot, but I'm dead in that scenario. So if you're a new player, always be aiming down sights, and not only aiming down sights, but having a smooth transition from one point to another. Like you may be aiming down sights coming up these stairs, and you may want to, you know, go to the door to the right, and you'll do that. That is too slow. That is too slow. I spent too much time going along this wall where I'm not going to get a kill. No one can come through the wall and kill me. I can't shoot through the wall. So why would I spend so much time transitioning from here to there? It's got to be fluent. I have to be able to come up these steps, boom, come to the next point. Keep going back and forth. That's another thing that you'll have to work on. It's another thing that takes time and effort, and you have to be, you know, constantly reminding yourself about that. But if you're able to do that, you will see a massive improvement in your aim. This doesn't only apply for PC either. This also applies for console. Obviously, it's going to be a little harder for console players to, you know, flick like that. But again, you have to be conscious about it and be trying to make these changes. You have to constantly be thinking, okay, am I aiming at head level? And if someone is about to shoot, come from my right, am I quick enough to flick over there to them to get to the next target? And that's really all it is. Again, you can work more and more on trying to, you know, trying to flick between two objects. That's fine. We should always be trying to improve that. But again, 80% of your kills will come from just having good crosshair placement, aiming at head level. And so that's really it. That's, you know, aim at head level, have quick transitions between your targets. You want as little time as possible looking at somewhere where you're not going to be able to get a kill, like, you know, this wall. Or if I come in here and I swing like that, like, why am I aiming at that wall for? I need to be aiming at where I could be peeked from. That's something that, again, takes so much time to really learn and get good at. But I would rather new players learn that now than learn that, you know, when they're like a level 150, they're in silver or bronze, and they can't figure out what they're doing wrong, and they've just been struggling this whole time because they were inefficient in their ability to, you know, stay on target and point from point A to point B. So hopefully I was able to help you. Hopefully moving forward you're able to see improvement in your game, your ability to hit your shots, and overall your rank will improve because of this. So I'd like to thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're a new player, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button because I'm going to be making more videos like this designed for new players. And if you have a friend that, you know, is trying to get better at Siege and they're struggling, they're not getting the kills, they can't really rank up, they're kind of stuck, you know, show them this video and this video series and this channel because I really want to help those players who are new and struggling. So again, thank you for sticking around until the end of the video. I am the Senator, as always. Have a good one.